Hello everybody, this is Peter with GoodyReader.com, and today we're doing more coverage on the Onyx Boox Note 10.3. This is the PDF experience, as you see from the title. So we'll just start with some normal page turns. You see everything turns pages really quick. You do have a touch layer, meaning you can obviously pinch and zoom. You can move it around the page like so. There's no real mini-map or anything like that, so it can be a little bit difficult. And you have to zoom all the way out. There's no double tap to zoom out. We're just going to go over most of the features, if not all of them. The most important one being right here. This is the Scribble. You don't have all of the note-taking capabilities you did on the actual PDF experience, but you do have a lot of them. So you can start circling things and underlining and being like, oh, this is super important, make sure you remember that. And then, you know, you can send this to your buddy if you're doing a school project. You can be like, you know, this is the main point for the story, and then you can save this right there. I'm not going to do that because I want to keep this clean, but you can save this as a edited file and send it to all your friends. And as you saw in our note-taking experience video, you do have pressure sensitivities, lines, triangles, different eraser functions, because I'm not gonna lie, the eraser on this device is terrible. You do have line thicknesses, although you do have the sensitivity, pressure sensitivity, and you also have collapse and uncollapse. And we'll just X out for now. You have bookmark on the top right corner. If you long press on something, it does take a little bit of time, but once it does register, it gives you all the same functionality you would get in an ebook, which is really cool because that basically means you could do TTS, dictionary, annotations, highlight, and copy. Watch our ebook video if you want more information on that. So you can turn pages with the stylus, obviously, if you're not in the scribble mode, meaning that it won't register you're actually writing on it. You're simply turning the page. If we tap the center once more, you have zoom in, zoom out, kind of a little bit redundant because you can do pinching and zooming. You have direct, I don't know why they call it that, but you can basically isolate this area and every page turn will be that specific area, so that's kind of cool. You do have fit to page, fit to width, fit to height. It'll kind of snap everything into the corner like that. Crop page, crop width, zoom, once again, don't really need that. Navigations basically will just turn everything into a mode where you can reflow things, but we're not going to do that because if you want to text reflow or go comic mode or article mode, basically what it does is it wipes away either all the shading or the banners or the pictures, and it just leaves the text. But what it's going to do is it's going to grab this text as well as the body of text and kind of justify everything to the left. And why we're not showing it is because it takes forever to go through the entire book or PDF file and change everything. So we're definitely not going to bore you guys with a 10-minute turnaround time there. You do have article mode, and you have rotation as well, and rotation will allow you to rotate it because this thing doesn't have a gyroscope on it. You have contrast, which allows you to change the weight of the color. You'll see that you can make it actually quite dark. Contrast style as well. Looking back up here, you do have back, of course, dictionary, table of contents, search, and this one, which is really cool. Much like you would have seen in our Onyx Boox Max 2 coverage, you can do a side-by-side, which basically means you're over here on the left and you're like, oh, Incredible Eats. Oh, okay, so number 3, sorry, I just turned page. Number 3 is, you know, I can't even ID what that is, you know, food. And then you can tell your buddy when you save this, you know, that's the star one, that's the one we're going with, this is the most important one. And yes, you can make multiple pages on the right, still using the page on the left. For example, if I turn this page, that goes away, and people are like, well, what if I wanted to make more pages on that page? Well, what you do is you open up this expand here, press the plus, that adds another page, then you can collapse it and cycle between the two pages that you have. So that'll be page number 1, and then you go to, it's over here, and that is page number Whoa, what happened there? Page number 2. So that's pretty cool. And then when you turn the page, like I said, it changes, but you can always go like this. You cannot edit on this page because this is your navigation page. So kind of a little downside there, that you can't circle things over here and cross-reference everything. So basically, guys, that is the PDF experience on the Onyx Boox Note 10. This thing runs PDFs very, very well. A constant drawback of this device in any kind of situation is that it doesn't have a glow light, so you are limited by the time of day. If you start to get really dark out, you know what I mean, you're not going to be able to see. So that is a drawback, but otherwise this handles PDFs wonderfully. You can do long presses, you can do note taking, you can do side by side. It's very snappy. This is a very large PDF and we're just kind of flying through the book. It's very nice, highly recommended. If you guys have any other questions about this or anything we missed on the PDF experience that you might want to see, let us know. For GoodEReader.com, this is Peter.